The world is entirely at peace in a multiplayer game.
Oh, any AI wars? Oh wait, we have a flame. Andalusia is fighting.
Ah, it lasted all of what, a month? Fighting against
natives.
Mexico.
Yeah. Not Mexico. They're fighting Cusco. That's South America.
Right. Yep.
Mexico's a little farther north.
It's all Mexico. No, I'm not. Yeah.
Bit farther? Yeah, no.
Okay, they do have a colony down there. I was thinking, is this like their entry to America? Apparently not.
Yep.
Oh, Mughals. They're fighting someone.
Oh.
Gujarat and Khorasan. They are just consolidating more of India.
We have a beautiful image from Father Loris that we need up here.
I'm looking forward to seeing this one.
Italy has declared it their new background.
Lost causes. Anyway, we are back in the game again. It is unpaused. So to continue the thing about Persia, I was saying that Persia probably will happen because it's a great tag. It's very, very powerful. And Georgia, as it was at that point, was moving into the Persian territories. But Ben was saying, I don't think they will, because what are the Mughals going to say about this? And that is kind of an interesting question. What are the Mughals going to say about this?
Indeed. They've got a little bit they're not touching borders yet. But yeah, Persia did take Persian ideas.
And I was just looking at them to see what they are. So we've got morale of armies, cavalry, combat ability, national manpower, goods produced, discipline, caravan power, production efficiency, prestige, manpower recovery speed, national tax, and the capstone of army morale recovery speed. It's a really good combo. Not a huge number of economic things, although they do have production efficiency and goods produced, I guess.
Yeah.
But militarily, very nice.
And national tax modifier there at the end.
Absolutely.
That's 10%. Which is never a bad thing.
And does Persia have any special government reforms? I don't think they do, no. Unlike the Mughals, who have their one.
What does Medina need for Arabia? That's a good question. Let's not click on the wasteland. From Arabia, they still need Alexandria, Aleppo, Al-Quds, Damascus, and Damascus.
Well, that little bit formerly known as the Mamluks are now gone, after we commented on that. So they are crawling up the Nile towards those last Jerusalem holdings.
They need Alexandria, which Andalusia left in Jerusalem hands. Oh, Mughals are moving in against Khorasan.
They are.
I think we're going to have that Persian Mughal border.
They want that part of the Middle East to just turn green.
Also, for AI nations, Ethiopia is doing pretty well for themselves.
Yes, I was looking at that. Like, if one of the players needed to move out somewhere, Ethiopia was definitely going to be one of the big choices for them to take. Kilwa, too. Kilwa's doing well. Oh, Bahmanis are in Madagascar. Interesting.
Well, Kilwa was actually a choice given, I think, to Bahamas. Bahamanis? I can't say it.
Bahmanis.
Yes, them.
Them, those guys. Yeah.
Those guys. Team... which team number are they? Team 20 when they moved, and they ended up going to India instead of Kilwa. But granted, if they had gone to Kilwa, they'd be really uncontested down there. Besides the Netherlands, South Africa, which of course would be up for grabs now.
Yeah, much. And we do have Strong High moving into the lakes area. Yeah, they're not that far off. And they're actually right now going after Moravi, which is Kilwa's neighbor. But still, that would have been like 50 years.
Have you looked at Australia?
Nice.
Definitely not British. Is a Medina colony.
So we hadn't really looked at Medina doing colonies. Also, how is that blue?
Oh, I said.
No, it's a Bahmanis colony.
Oh, no, it's Bahamas. There we go. Apologies.
Because I did remember seeing somewhere that Bahmanis wanted to go colonial, and they did take... No,
they've taken a lot of Indonesia. Like, they want those spicy islands.
And they did take exploration ideas as their third, and then expansion as their fourth. So they're going hard on colonization, and Indonesia is a great place to colonize.
Mm-hmm. And the trade winds work with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Jerusalem being hit by a couple of rebels. Ah, it's the Orthodox. Right, Jerusalem is switching to Orthodox, because of course they are.
Yeah, I mean, they were so much into the Holy Order. Reconquering the world.
And they
Oh,
really,
they can choose me.
they really should be called not Jerusalem now. Definitely not Jerusalem. In the
They've gone in with divine rights, too. As their third idea group.
yeah, which is a pretty good one. I hadn't really looked at this one before. So that gives you devotion. It gives you fire damage received, which late game is amazing. Leader cost minus 20, army morale plus 10, culture conversion, cost of enforcing religion, national unrest, manpower plus 15. And then the capstone is clergy loyalty and missionary strength versus heretics.
Hanover is just kind of chilling. Did they? Yep, they've paid back all their loans. I don't remember noticing if they did bankruptcy or not.
Just looking at the alliance chains now. So Prussia is allied to Britain, France, Bavaria, Magdeburg, and Italy. So Italy has found some new buddies to hang with.
I guess Prussia's like, you give up this land and we'll keep staying allied with you.
That might well have been the agreement. And I know that Croatia was after the trade node of Venice, so the fact that they didn't take Venice to take Venice is kind of hilarious to me.
I'm sure there's another war in the future. There's, what, about 3.5 more hours of this,
Yeah, undoubtedly.
today?
I mean, it takes 10 years to fully recover your manpower. Countries are starting to do that. The only thing they'll be lacking would be professionalism at that point. Astonished with how well Kazan seems to be doing now. I just keep on coming back to them because they are the plucky underdogs that just keep on coming back for more. 2,000 ducats in the bank, 37 ducats in profit in what is frankly not a very wealthy area. 70,000 manpower at the 100 they could have. Kazan could swing and land a few punches at this point.
I mean, they took on Ming with just the Mughals.
Yeah, exactly. And their armies are still hanging out over there, so clearly that was just round one. And Ming's mandate is probably going to be tanking because they're going to have those unprotected borders. No, they don't. Wait, is Kazan not a horde anymore? No, Kazan's a Grand Republic. They've just reformed into a republic. So does that mean that Kazan would join the traders now?
I don't know. I think it's a beautiful snake border into Ming. Like, you gotta stab Ming at the heart. And that's the fastest way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Try and cut them in half, then move up to Beijing. Because if Ming doesn't have Beijing, then they can start collapsing. Though I don't know if that could still happen at 1597. That might be time limited. Oh yeah, that's true. Part of the reason they have so much money is because they've been just taking money from Ming. Probably in the war. Colombia, what are you doing, former Dutch people?
They're conquesting Nagond. They're fighting Dutch Brazil.
And the Netherlands, in fact.
Where are the Netherlands then? Because they're Friesland up in Europe.
Well, the capital right now is...
Oh yeah, Netherlands is
Cape.
down in South Africa.
The Cap.
No, the Netherlands are not a player. In fact, the old Netherlands player is now Colombia. Players are now Colombia, and they're eating up the Netherlands.
Which is why we're commenting on this. Yeah, exactly. So one thing which we haven't looked at for a while is the state of the colonization in this. So we did kind of say, oh, New Lubeck, that's kind of funny. But what have they actually taken? So they've been going after Maine, Nova Scotia, the bit leading towards Quebec. What is that province called? I don't know. And then Labrador.
Persia's in this war with the Mughals, cutting up Khorasan.
I wonder if they have an agreement made between them in that case. There it is. So yeah, it looks like Mughals have taken their chunk out of it, and now Persia's going to take the rest. That almost certainly sounds like an agreement. It's not on trade lines, though. A lot of that is in the Persia node.
We have ending the game peacefully, drive straight ahead. Getting revenge at the end. Sharp turn to the right. That lovely meme from Bahamas. Bamanis? But their name isn't even spelled right in the Discord. That's what's throwing me off. It's spelled Bahamis in the Discord. They're missing an N. And another N. Wait. The M's in the wrong place and they're missing an N. I'm so confused.
You were doomed to fail to say it right in that case.
Oh, we have a beautiful image from Father Loris again.
Oh yeah, we do. It's on screen right now. Nice.
Yep, there we go. We got the Mughals. They're looking glorious. They were kicked out of Europe. They're finding their strength and their power in northern India. They beat up on Ming.
Well, I know that.
And then they took their troops back over to Europe.
I know that the Mughals were the #1 greatest power for some time. However, they have since been usurped by Andalusia, who is now first. And I'm guessing that Colombia is probably somewhere in the back with just 95.
So we have a message from the spy mistress. I heard you were wondering what was going on. Decades ago, Kazan was obliged by the spy mistress, myself, to become a republic. Despite the passage of years, he decided to keep his promise and repay the diplomatic support he received then.
And I did notice that, yeah, Kazan is, in fact, a republic. However, they have zero... Oh, no, that's Colombia. Wrong team. Kazan. There we go. Oligarchy.
Yep. Republican tradition. Not very much.
But it's a young republic. They still have time for that to grow. As long as it doesn't fall below 40, then bad things start happening. Like, 60 is kind of the, you really should have done this. 40 is like, danger zone.
Yeah, and they're on their original guy here, because they've got a 646 as the leader.
So they're going
to... They had a Habsburg! Wait, how is a Habsburg in charge of Kazan?
He's only 35 as well. Man, they're going to want to keep re-electing this guy.
But the thing is, that's going to cost them, like, 12 Republican tradition, or is it 13?
10, every 4 years.
10? I thought it was a little more.
It depends on the re-election term. So the longer your term is, the more expensive it is.
That's what it is.
But yeah, 646. They're going to want to keep that, especially as he's only 35. He's going to be kicking around for a while.
Yeah, they may go back to being a monarchy. They're like, yep, we switched to being a republic, and now we're going back to a monarchy. We did it.
Debt paid.
Chat would like to see a dynasties map. Do we have Habsburgs anywhere else?
Oh, you're making me look up another of the maps I don't
have
selected.
Yes, I know.
There we go. Oh, they have an election as we're looking. Are they going to keep Anwar the First? That is the question.
And go to a 656. Oh, I'm guessing they're discussing it.
It must be. Von Habsburg right now triumphant.
Yeah, dynasties is second to the bottom under political.
Wait, no. Russia is von Habsburg.
No wonder Kazan came to their aid.
Just helping out family, you know.
Yes. Oh, France is also Habsburg.
Really?
So it's family fighting family.
Oh, good grief. Von Habsburg's gonna von Habsburg. In that case, what's Italy's? No, Croatia's von Habsburg. This is an event. This must be an event. Croatia's von Habsburg. Italy isn't showing a dynasty. Of course, no dynasty. Romania's von Habsburg.
Oh, no, they took a new ruler. They didn't want to take that hit to Republican tradition. They have Mohammed Korsawi? 115. See, I probably would have been like, we switched to Republican. Now we're just gonna go back.
Debt paid. We're finished here. All good.
Yes, keep that guy. Go to a 6. What it would have been a 656. Oh well. They have cut their family ties to Russia. Ooh, how is Russia?
Blue Flames! We've got Mughals and Bahmanis fighting, but I'm guessing this is a fake war to transfer territory. That's my guess.
Well, let's see how...
Yeah, there are no armies actually stationed near that border whatsoever.
No. Except Bahamas is now collecting trade in Coromandel.
Oh, Bahmanis, right. So I was looking at Bahmanis going, they haven't got any troops near each other. No, this might well be an actual war. I was totally clicking on the wrong people. So this is a Bahmani conquest of Api Api. And it is... They are significantly outnumbered. Bahmanis. 61,000 against 172,000 infantry. Oh, this might be because Mughals are Defender of the Faith. Let's take a look. Defender of the Faith is indeed the Mughals. So yeah, this is a fake war.
Yeah. Yep, because they're all over there in Bengal.
Yeah.
They're just like, nah, we're gonna go fight Bengal instead.
Got better things to do.
Bye. We just joined so we can stay defender.
So as Flori explained earlier, and I didn't actually know the full details of this, but Mughals need to accept the call to arms. They don't need to fight, they just need to stay in the war for 1 year. Then after that year, they can peace out and everyone's happy.
Oh yeah, there was that event for the Monarchist League to either accept the Habsburg ruler or go to war. So they all accepted it.
I see. So the Habsburgs did the Habsburg thing of just sneaking into power.
Yes. As Doom 12 spelled it as it is in the Discord. Yes, that's what it's spelled as. I believe that would have been a Paradox person who gave them that name.
Oh, yeah.
Or a Turbo Alert person, I'm not sure. One or the other.
It is being pointed out to me that Medina is no more. They have crawled into the skin of the Mamelukes. They're back.
Yes.
After all that effort fighting against them.
Yeah, and they transfer their capital over to Cairo?
Cairo.
Cairo? I guess it's Cairo. So yeah, they are now Team White. Team Dirty White.
Yeah, they're now Team Dirty White for sure. Andalusia, Jerusalem, Mamelukes, and Prussia. Now that's starting to sound a bit more of a contest right there. Blue Flames.
Yeah.
Andalusia and Britain.
Ooh. Over what?
The British piratical war against Nueva Leon.
Oh. They're in a trade league with Andalusia.
That might have been it. Interesting. And it is... Nueva Leon is that tiny little red spot in the middle of Iberia. Andalusia is not raising any morale, though. Their troops are just sitting there chilling. In fact, the war's already over, so...
And we're taking a break in 30 minutes, just so you know.
Cool. Good to know. So yeah, Andalusia is already pieced out, so it is now just Britain against Nueva Leon. So it looks like Andalusia is just like, yeah, you want to move in? That's fine. No problem.
I don't want to fight you.
I wonder if this is a trade thing. Is Britain paying out to Andalusia? No. They're paying to France and they're paying to Switzerland, but not to Andalusia. Not yet, anyway. Is that a centre of trade? That is a centre of trade. Oh, we have some court case results coming up at the moment.
Uh-oh. Yeah, court case results. In the case of Russia versus Italy in regards to the Orthodox League Pact, Russia has yet again withdrawn their accusation. The details in the pact did not fully support their case, and it was decided that the grievances should be resolved on the battlefield instead.
Ooh, okay, them's fighting words, literally.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
So they have decided to settle this dispute in the time-honored fashion of trial by combat.
And the death of millions of little digital people. There's a trade city in the North African region. They needed Great Britain to conquer them since those regions were in the trade league and Andalusia can't declare against them easily. Then Great Britain gives them back. And voila, mission tree. Thank you, Olodin.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
So Bahmanis are now on their own in the war against Brunei. Bahmanis still beating up the Dutch.
Yep, and Mughals are fighting Ming and Bengal. Surprised Kazan's not jumping in on this.
Yeah, I kind of expected that to be a Kazan war, but it's not. It's
Yeah, no, the Mughals are... It looks like they walked around through Kazan and they're invading that way.
Oh, right, because
Look at Ming.
Yeah, it's because they're after Bengal, and they can't peace out Bengal for everything they want until Ming pieces out.
Yep.
Because it would count as strong alliance.
Ooh, Fleury has an interesting suggestion. Could they full annex the Netherlands and inherit their former colonies with this war?
Yes, if they vassalize them. And I'm a little bit surprised that nobody's done that yet, seeing as the Dutch were one of the earliest colonizers. Like, you would get Dutch Brazil, you'd get Dutch La Plata.
Yeah, because... Independent judge declares Italy not guilty. Oh. We have a lovely southern India image from Father Loris, if we could get up on stream real quick. Since he's drawing some of the nations that have been, I guess they're at war right now with AI, but they've been fairly peaceful in these big world wars.
Yeah, I mean, Mughals and Bahmanis are going to be in the phase of just consolidating. Interestingly enough, Mamelukes are running out of space to consolidate. I guess they still have Ethiopia, but that's going to cause them to start butting heads with Songhai, who may not particularly want a Mamelucan incursion over there.
And Ming has been pieced out. Oh! What?
Post. Ooh, Canton.
No, yeah, but now Kazan is declared on Ming, and they're moving in.
I mean, that was pretty inevitable. They basically just let Mughals do a bunch of damage to Ming's armies, and they were like, you know what, we're going to come in now.
Yes.
And there we go.
Sense.
On stream, we have now got the Southern Indian.
Yes, isn't that beautiful?
Very.
We're just chilling, peaceful.
Hanging out.
Just being like, let's colonize the Indies. And Australia, which is definitely not British.
Definitely not, and I don't want to hear anyone in chat saying otherwise.
Ethiopia is independent. I'm 99% sure.
Now I really actually kind of want to see Britain take that colony from Bothmanis and then just rename it British. I mean, we did.
Wow, Russia is sitting at max monarch power.
Again?
Yeah. Almost there.
Quite, yeah, 11, 40.
Not quite.
Six left. Are we going to watch them and completely shame them in their inability to spend monarch points correctly?
Maybe. Russia's got some 4s on the border, but then the rest seem to be 2s.
Russia also has 13,000 ducats just sitting there. There we go. Green. They have failed to spend it. So what is Russia saving for? It's got to be like preparing for the war, but then why wouldn't you spend that on building like soldier households?
Yeah, I get your manpower going. Look at Prussia's manpower compared to Russia's.
Well, Russia's unlocked soldier households, so they absolutely could be spending it.
Yeah,
oh,
Prussia's manpower is a little excessive. But probably not actually, considering they ran out before.
I wonder if this is the difference between building soldiers' households and not building them. And the answer is no. They've built 1. What about barracks? Yeah, so they've been building barracks pretty aggressively. As opposed to Russia, which has not at all.
Yeah, they could build centers of trade in, like, every province, pretty much.
Oh, jeez, yeah. And they even took trade as an idea.
They can build churches in, like, every province. What are you doing, Russia?
Apparently they've forgotten that the you can build stuff button exists.
Like, manufactories. They've got 2?
They probably took them off of someone.
Yeah.
Russia's going to build Suez. Well, they have to own it first. I mean, if it was for a monument, I can understand it, but that most expensive monument's 10k.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I kind of feel like we should go around the different nations and name and shame. So, starting with the top of the list, let's go and take a look at Croatia. How's Croatia been building?
There we go. Italy has responded to Croatia in the propaganda channel. And they're saying, meanwhile, in Croatia, asking for a fair 1 versus 1. 12-15 for 671. I don't think it'd be a very fair 1 versus 1 fight.
No, not anymore. And even then. So Croatia has indeed been building manufactories of some kind. I'm not going to narrow down precisely what they've been building, just if it appears blue in the map mode. So Croatia's at least been building something. Romania also has been building manufactories, also has more manpower. Magdeburg. 1. Hanover has been building them. France has been building loads. France is on it. They got 400,000 manpower.
Look, Hanover just spilled out a whole bunch of troops.
Britain's been building them. And
What are you
Lucia.
planning there, Hanover?
And I understand that we're going to be having a couple of interviews soon.
Yes.
Stay tuned for that.
We are going to, we're going to be hearing from 5 different nations.
Whoa.
It's going to get a little busy.
It is. Even Ming's been building more than Russia. You go, AI. My guess is they are just waiting for the next war, but they're just going to be so outgunned by everyone else because they haven't spent it.
All right, let's bring in our first guest.
It is Switzerland. Hello.
How are y'all doing?
Fine, it's been rough, but we are still in our position in the Swiss mountains, so that's what we'll do until the end of the game.
I mean, you've been holding those mountains very, very valiantly, and I often see those Swiss armies marching around, joining whichever battles are going on at the time, so you're being pretty active in those fights.
Do have a question, though. I thought it was agreed upon that y'all would go Orthodox, but you still seem to be Protestant.
Yes, because reasons. That's probably something that we the devs have to fix.
Oh.
Because we were doing this rebel thing of getting half of the country controlled by Orthodox rebels, but probably because of the having a Protestant Reformation focus, that didn't work. So we were like, okay, why we are not Orthodox?
Interesting. Yeah, I'm looking at your conversion thing now, and your only options are Catholic and Reformed. So, okay.
Yeah, so we just chat with the Orthodox Alliance guys, and we said, okay, we are just Orthodox in spirit.
I mean, you made the effort, and that's pretty provable because half of your country was occupied by the Orthodox rebels. So yeah.
And now you're having to convert them all back.
Yes, that was a pain, to be honest.
Hello,
Hey,
we're here
how's it
with
going?
France.
Yes. Okay, so I don't know if I think you guys just had Swiss in here, right? You're talking to them a little bit about some stuff. Okay, don't tell them this, but there might be some conflict soon. Maybe a little bit of war going on, maybe a bit of world war going on. So we'll see.
Y'all want to try
Second
stabbing
Great
your
War.
neighbors again?
Yeah, maybe it's something like that. Yeah, for sure. So I don't know if you noticed, but we almost have the whole France region, which was that was the plan for this campaign. Start as Brittany and have the whole France region, which is very ambitious. But one war with Switzerland, we calculated we can do it. We can take the entire France region as if we get 100% peace out of Switzerland. So we can do it. We can do it. This one last war could be it, and we could actually complete our goal. So that would be amazing if we could actually pull it off.
I mean, we do love blue flames here.
We do.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be a crowd pleaser.
We're feeling a little chilled at the moment. We need those flames to rise high.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's what we're planning. We're just chilling until that happens, pretty much. Trying to get some alliances together, maybe. We know that Switzerland's gonna be a tough target. Like they got I don't know, 4 allies right now, but we know the second we deck, they're getting 8 more probably. So it's gonna be definitely an uphill battle. So I think their alliance is definitely bigger than ours and probably stronger. So it's gonna be pretty tough, but I think maybe we can pull it off. I hope so.
Well,
I'll give it my best shot.
It'll be fun to watch regardless. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, Hanover.
Hello, glad to be here.
Yes, you've been in a precarious position a couple times today.
Things have gotten interesting, but you know they're just lambs to the slaughter.
And you have been slaughtering quite a few. I've been watching the Hanoverian armies doing what they do, and wow, they hit hard. They hit really hard.
Our marshal is a commander of the utmost quality. I can only commend his efforts on keeping us alive through thick and thin.
And it got a little bit hairy there a few times, that's for sure.
Well, we have fought 3 wars against the Germans so far, and we expect that we will get invaded once again. And
well, you have France there on the other side, and they seem to have no love for y'all.
The situation with France is a sad story of misaligned interests. We do not hold it against them. Their corpses feed our children.
Okay.
That's poetry right there.
That kind of theocracy. Okay, we got it now.
Look, at this point, nothing's growing on our fields. Okay, we need someone to eat something.
Need fertilizer. Gotcha.
Gotcha. All right. With that lovely image, let's go see the other horsey boys. Hello, we're here with
Okay.
I think some fan favorites, Kazan. How are y'all, Kazan?
We are riding high upon the thrill of glorious victory, I feel, yes. Little was particularly ecstatic, so much so he's changed clothes. Yeah.
I noticed that. How are y'all enjoying beating up on Ming over there?
Oh, it's great fun. The last one wasn't great. Don't tell them that. It's all perfect. Don't look over here. It's all fine.
Perfect paradise.
Oh yes. We're about to steal the mandate from heaven and set ourselves up in Beijing. It's going to be glorious. We're going to get new hats.
We did notice that y'all switched to a republic, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, every human and horse deserves the right to say in their own. Too long did we suffer. Too long did we strive for our freedom and independence, and now we give it all to the representation of horse. Horse for president. Glitterhoof will lead us to the future.
Have you seen that we also moved our capital?
No.
Oh, you did? No, we missed
Oh
that.
yes, returning to our ancestral home.
Oh.
That's true. Where we once rode from and have rode back to.
Oh, very nice. So, we noticed y'all came to Russia's aid earlier, so your past aggressions and fighting against them been forgiven?
A gross over. It was total misunderstanding. Very minor border disputes which happened to spill out into full-scale war. It was nothing to be concerned about at all. Once we sat down and talked to them, we saw that the glorious charge of Kazan was needed to save Europe from itself. And we couldn't let them slaughter themselves. No, not without putting them right.
I see. So, how did your horses feel traveling all the way to the center of Europe to join in that epic battle which had almost 1 million troops in it?
We finally found out what Cologne is.
Yeah, we know now what Europe looks like. We kept hearing about it, but finally, how did you enjoy your trip to Europe? Was it a good time? There you go.
All right. Well, you all have been to Europe, and I guess you're going to China.
Oh yes, we're on a
we look
gap here.
forward to
We're off to
watching
discover
it.
ourselves.
Which is something a lot of the Europeans can't say, that's for sure.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh yes, indeed. East Co will keep the pace. From the ashes of disaster, grow the roses of success.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to hear
Thank you
from
for
you.
having us.
So famous. Thank you, guys.
Whoa, yep, we got blue flames everywhere.